Hello everyone, this is Siddharth, and in this video we will be solving this reverse word in a string 3. So if you don't know what we are doing in this playlist, actually I am making a playlist on my YouTube channel. You can check it out that as well. I will put a link in the description. So what we are doing here exactly, we are solving all those questions which are related to each other, so that we can able to memorize all those standard process and methods, and we can use these process, and or we can say the base foundation that we will build during this playlist. Then we can able to solve uh, I, then we can able to solve all those questions which are related to these concepts. So, and I can guarantee you that these are the only question, if you able to solve these all these question uh, through my playlist, then I'm guaranteeing you can solve any of the question, whether it is hard or medium or easy question. So let's move on to this question first. So this is reverse word in a string 3. So actually I should have taken this question first, because uh, this question is just a part of the previous question that we have solved in our playlist. So if you will like watch my previous video, then you will say the same that I am saying right now. So but there is no issue, we will be solving this question again, so we can like able to get the previous question part as well, and we will able to build a strong foundation. So let's move on to solve this question. So we have to reverse this given string by words, and in the previous question we have to remove the trailing spaces as well, and if there are multiple spaces in between, then we have to remove those and only add a single space. So that's what we follow English also, the standard method to write a sentence. So but here only we just have to take care of the uh, we just have to reverse the single word, and also in the previous question we have to reverse the string as well. Now let me tell you. So this is, let's take let's take this, let me unzoom it. So this will going to be okay. So suppose this is the given string, this is Siddharth. Okay, now so in this question we don't there is no trailing spaces or leading spaces, so we have to just reverse the string by words. And in the previous question what we have to do, we have to like remove these extra spaces, then we have to reverse this full array by words. For so how it will uh, look like for the previous question, that will going to be Siddharth is this. So this answer we should have to written in the previous question, but in this question we just have to do like this: SIHT, then SI, and then HTRAHTDIS. So this is what we have to do here. So what we can do, we can make a flip function that we are using almost like all the videos in our playlist, because we are currently on two pointer approach and string. So that's why now this flip function just flip the given array up to the index that we are passing in it. That will going to be the array we are passing, and the starting and the ending index that we will pass. So this is the flip function. Now we have to consider how we can flip the word. So for that we have to apply additional condition and then pass this function inside that. How we can do that? So we can make an starting and ending pointer, both pointing to the first element of this string. And then what we can do, we can move our starting pointer to the first word and ending pointer to the trailing between space. So now what we can do, we can pass this given word inside this flip function, and we are maintaining this array. That will going to be, we will convert this s string to char array, so that we will be modifying the array only, not making another one, so that we can optimize it. Either you can use a string builder, but that will take omega of big O of n space as well. So that's why we are defining this char array, so that we can use that only. Now what we can do, we can after passing this given word, we will reverse this. That will going to be, we will be reversing this Siddharth, then is, and then this. So how we can do that, we can make an for loop, and then if we are encountering a trailing space, then we will move our starting pointer to here. That will going to be end plus one, and we will pass a array and then starting index and then ending index. So this will reverse this given word. So this is the concept that we are using. This is very simple. So now let's code it out as well. So first what we have to do, we have to make in flip function, or first let's convert this as string to char array. So let's first make in char array char, and let's name it as array, and then s dot to char array. Now after converting this, we have to just call the method, and also let's define the size of it. So int n is equals to array dot length, and then we just have to call this reverse function, reverse word. That will going to be reverse. This is reverse words because we have to reverse all the words, but this function is reversing by word. So, or we can name it as reverse word by word. That will going to be a good name also. Now we can pass our given array and the length of the array, and we have to return this as well. So now we just have to make this function. So this will going to be string data type, and then as we have to return a string from here, now we can make name it as reverse word by word, and then we are taking an array of char. So let's take it. So char and then array, and then we are taking an length of the array. Now what we can do, we can make two pointers. So int start, or we can say int start is equals to 0, and then let's start in for loop. So int end is equals to 0 as well. Now this end should be less than the value of array length, and then end plus plus. Now what we have to do, we have to check for the trailing between spaces. For that we can use this. So if array start, if that is equals to a blank or a space, this means that we have passed a given word from our string. That will going to be Siddharth, and we are here currently. So now what we can do, we can reverse up to this word. So reverse, we can pass a given array, and then we can pass the starting index and the ending index -1, because we have reached up to here, but we have to pass up to here. That's why we have to pass a less index than that. Now we have to increment our start value as well. That will going to be end +1, because we have to start from here. So for that, end is currently here, so we have to point it. We have to point the start up to from here. So now this function will reverse all the words by remaining. It will left the last word. So we have to reverse that as well. For that we can call this flip function again, or let's make this as flip. That will going to be a right word. So flip. Then we will be passing our array. Then we will be passing our starting index, and then the ending index. That will going to be n-1. So why? Because we cannot pass this n value. You will soon know, because we have to define this function as well, and accessing we will going to be accessing the this n minus, or we can say ending index, for reversing it. If you have like solved the previous video, that you have idea, but let me tell you here as well. So public, this will going to be void data type as well, and then we can define this flip function. Then we are taking an char array. So char array, and then two index, that will going to be start and end. Now what we can do, while this start is less than end, now we can define an char temp variable. We are just reversing the array or flipping the array. So this is a standard method to do that. So first we can store the value of start, the element which is present at the starting value. Now we can store the value of end into the value of start, so array and then end. And now we can do like that, array and we can store the value of temp. So this is just a function to reverse. Now, or we can say swap. Now we have to increment our start value, so start plus plus, and then end minus minus. So this will do the job. This will flip our given array that we will be passing in this function. So this convert like we have to, and also we have to return string as well after flipping it. So we can do return new string, and we can pass our array here. So this will convert this char array into string, and then return that. So let's try to run. Okay, so there is some issue. Let me see. Okay, guys. So the issue is here we have to pass the start counter. So we have done it by mistake. Okay. Now we can like try to run this. Okay. Let's submit it as well. So we have successfully solved this question. See you in the next video. Bye.